Salió el mismo día que iba a salir los restos nomás al cielo de hoy. Por eso, mira eso, mira.
Cero días.
Sí. Chico, mira, 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 mira. Oh, yeah. Salió el mismo día que iba a salir los restos nomás.
Look at that video.
Wow.
Wild.
Watch that with us again. Okay, so these guys are just driving down the street, and look at that, the power poles come down.
Domino effect.
Right on top of the car. There was no way of avoiding that. So we clearly were not the only ones experiencing some stormy conditions. This was from a dust storm sweeping through Las Vegas, causing that damage that you see there. The dash cam positioned perfectly, catching those strong winds as it downed those power poles. And yeah, like you said, quite the domino effect there, Ty. The road was safe to travel on after the storm. They got everything obviously fixed. And luckily, the folks in the car were not hurt.
That is some scary video, though.
Yeah.
Well, there it is, our first sign of some monsoon action here in the valley. New video this morning sent in from one of our viewers, Satya, showing rain pouring down in Tempe last night, wrapping up what was a wild day of weather across the valley.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it all, right? We had the full bag: rain, wind, dust, lightning, you name it, and we had it. Our Fox 10 crew driving all around the valley, capturing the rain as it started coming down. Hours earlier, our South Mountain cameras also spotting a dust storm known as a haboob rolling right through Phoenix.
That wind and dust also had an impact at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport last night. All departures were temporarily stopped because of that storm rolling through. There were also some ground delays, which set arrivals to the airport back about 15 minutes. Flights started taking back off with normal operations right around 8:30 last night. So how much rain did we see around the state, and is there going to be more? That's the big question as we head into a holiday weekend.
And I asked Crystal that. My dad's flying in tonight, Crystal.
Yeah.
So help everyone map out what the day looks like.
Well, we do still have a chance for more storms today, but for tonight, that's when we start to dry out. Really, the best hit, though, was what we saw last night. So let's put this loop into motion. This was yesterday's storm activity, and you can see on our radar imagery, fired up in the high country and areas south first, but then it kind of closed in on the valley just as we were expecting. If you were watching yesterday, this timeline was very close to what we were forecasting. So those storms swept across the valley throughout the night by around 10, 11 p.m., moving off to the East Valley and then out of here so that we dried out by the time we got to this morning. Now, when it comes to how much rain we picked up, let's start first with the statewide view. So this is across the entire state. About a ½ an inch reported at the Grand Canyon Airport area, almost an inch worth in Payson. Notice Flagstaff Airport just 3/100 of an inch, but over the San Francisco peaks there was more than that. And at Sky Harbor, almost 2/10 of an inch. Casa Grande, more than 8/10 of an inch. Now that's the wide view. Let's dive into the valley numbers. This is a look at our Maricopa County Flood Control District numbers. The biggest amounts were in the West Valley, where we had over an inch that we saw in spots outside of Buckeye. You look over to, say, like the Scottsdale area, 1 2/10 of an inch of rain, and about the same in the East Valley.